Hey there, Honey here with my baby Tex with Legacy Toolkit and the Thoughtful Planning Podcast. I attended my first Pet Doula class this week and taking a class with the International Doula Life Movement. And in the class, our assignment this week was to create a care plan for our pet. And so our teacher did give us like a link we could go to, which was basically like a healthcare directive that you would do for yourself. But I opted to actually use our own that we had created because we did a podcast episode on on your pets, to make sure that you have a plan for them. And I had created a freebie, which is basically a pet care plan, and it's a lot more in depth. And so I went ahead and I utilized that for him and documented all his things, because if something happens to you and you want to make sure that whoever cares for your pet knows all the things about your pet. For example, Tex loves to play hide and seek. He loves cuddles. This is his actual favorite spot right here. He will get in your lap if you sit here. He does have high anxiety, so we have some medication if needed for that. He has allergies also, which we have medication. He loves to take baths with peanut butter on the walls. They're just some of the things that he loves. But I've documented all of those things. I've also documented that we cook for him, put the recipe of what we cook. So you can include all these things on your pet care plan. Who is his vet? What's his microchip ID number? All of those things can be included on there. So I encourage you, I'm going to leave the pet care legacy guide for you if you would like to fill it out for your pet, and then share that with your vet. Use it when you're out of town. If you have maybe a neighbor that comes over while you're on vacation, make sure you share it with them so they know what your plan is in case something happens. Also on there, our instructor talked to us about documenting would we want CPR done on our pet. She was saying that in most cases, CPR is not successful on pets. I would encourage you to speak to your vet about that and document what your wishes are about CPR. She also asked for us to document if we would want intubation done, and also if we wanted a feeding tube for your pet. So definitely talk to your vet about those items and see what you would want. She also suggested that, I mean, it's hard to put a dollar amount on your pet, but if you have a budget, maybe putting that budget down. That way, if you cannot be reached in an emergency, then the vet would know whether or not they can proceed with emergency surgery. So, yeah, make sure that you talk to your vet about some of these things, document your wishes, because our pets are very important. You don't want to leave them all alone and scared, and also for anyone to have to figure out what your pet's needs are. So let me know in the comments anything that you want to talk about pets. And as I learn things through the Pet Doula class, I'll come on and share bits and pieces. That was part of what we learned in this class. And I thought it was very important to share that with all of you. And yeah, so you guys take care. See you next time.